Okay, good morning to all of you. So today we are observing our first topic of this paper first, angiosperms taxonomy, right? So we have seen about the objectives and the principles of the taxonomy in the last lecture. So now this next point is there, scope and the importance of the taxonomy. So here you are observing what is taxonomy. So it is nothing but the collection, then identification, then nomenclature and the classification. So of the any one plant, it is commonly called as the taxonomy. So with reference to this taxonomy, actually it is a older science and it having the unique position in the biology. Unique means what? It is the specific position that is no one can replace its this status. So therefore it is the word unique is it is generally used. Second, under the its scope, to understand the categories and the predictive value. What are the categories? Understanding means it is nothing but our study of the science. How to study the plants. It is also one interesting part is there. How to collect the plant. It is also one interesting part is there. Therefore, we having the specific type of the this process or this process is there. Nextly, entire plant kingdom. It is we are knowing it is based on the foundation as the description, then relationship, botanical names, then distribution of the plants and the plant diversity up to the varieties. So there are these many points. So foundation means what? Suppose we are constructing the home, so we are having a good foundation like this one. Here the proper description of the plant. In FYBSc we have studied about the morphology of the angiospermic plants are there. Root, stem, leaves, then inflorescence, flower character, then floral parts, calyx, corolla, androecium, gynoecium. So all this description it should be in proper. Then what is the relationship? Right. So already we have seen more than 250,000 angiosperms are found all over the world and they are categorized. So their proper relationship, proper botanical name, then distribution of the plants. Distribution in the sense of nowadays the different localities are there. Plain area, mountainous area, dry area or heavy rainfall area. Right. So just you take the image of the world or the globe as equatorial position, Cancer and the Capricorn, म्हणजे त्याला कर्कवृत्त मकरवृत्त म्हणतो, and the South Pole, Antarctica and the North Pole is there. So as per the region, there is the distribution is there. So we have to keep in mind here this plant is found all over the world. And generally we are in the plant diversity up to the varieties. Variety means what? Last time we have discussed, as suppose the hibiscus is there. So in hibiscus different colors are there. So generally these colors, generally they are to be studied for the as a variety. Colors are there. Then as per my understanding, as here you are knowing, generally the main scope is there. So it is a human task to collect, identify and classify the plants. It is one step because especially the special skilled persons are there who are knowing proper taxonomy or angiosperm knowledge, so they can do it. And secondly, to get the knowledge of genetics, so chromosome number, and I think we are knowing either root tip or the shoot tip or the these reproductive structures. Suppose the antheridium is there, stamens are there, anthers are there, so they are used for the chromosome number. Where the spore model cells are there, they are showing haploid number, meiotic numbers are there, right? Then generally to practice for the dynamic branches of botany like plant biotechnology, then plant pathology, then develop the disease resistant varieties. Now, what is plant biotechnology? Nowadays, we having the two problems are there: overpopulation and the overpollution, and therefore biotechnology plays the important role. So either the mass production of these plants are there. Secondly, you are knowing some wild species are there found in the mountainous area or certain desert areas are there. So they should be properly conserved. And therefore, by tissue culture technique, it is possible to preserve, to conserve these plants are there. Right. I think you are getting on this point. So just keep in mind which points we should elaborate. As per the next one, the plant pathology is there. Nowadays we are knowing the different diseases, and each disease, particularly fungal disease, having its own host plant is there. One disease not seen on the other plant because they are having the specific host. So for example, आपल्याकडे कॉमन फीट असतो, गहू असतो, त्याच्यावरती तांबेरा असतो. सो तो फक्त व्हीट आणि मलबेरी तुतीच्या प्लॅन्टवरतीच दिसतो फक्त. त्याच्या 2 स्टेजेस व्हीटवरती, 2 स्टेजेस तुतीवरती, आणि अशी ती सायकल कंप्लीट होते. राईट. सो लाईक दिस वन. सो व्हॉट इज द पॅथॉलॉजी? आता इन रिलेशन टू फॉर द बॉटॅनिकल प्लांट्स आर देअर. I am not including here the agricultural crops because suppose these plants are crops or others, all others comes under the botanical study. So just for understanding, you remember this. Then next one, generally to get the knowledge practice for the biotechnological DNA molecules may be used for the new germplasm and disease resistant varieties are there. What is germplasm? Suppose the new varieties are there, so they should be kept as it is for a next future generation. So what is future generation? We have to maintain this. Suppose the seed is there, so in the seed embryo is there, right? So I think you are aware that all hybrid varieties, they are generally developed from the wild varieties. It is very interesting part, and it is done by our the scientists from the genetic engineering in relation to the plants are there. So they have studied this. I think you are knowing the name of our father of green revolution, Indian father, Professor Subramanian, right? Sorry, Professor Swaminathan. So generally they are the firstly working in the America, but later on they came to India and they have finded the number of varieties are there. So through these biotechnological studies. Then same part of disease resistant varieties are also important part. I think to our Maharashtra we having 4 zones are there. आपल्याकडे 4 झोन आहेत: विदर्भ, पश्चिम महाराष्ट्र, कोल्हापूर रिजन, सोलापूर रिजन, राईट, ॲज पर द क्लायमेट. विथ परत धुळे, जळगाव तो पार्ट आला, अमरावती पार्ट आला, विदर्भ पार्ट, नागपूर वगैरे. तर त्यानुसार आपल्याकडे व्हरायटी आहेत. सपोज जवार इज देअर, जवारचे 4 व्हरायटी त्या रिजनमध्ये ग्रो होणार. सो ऑल दीज डिसीज रेजिस्टंट्स अँड द climate resistant varieties are there. Then chromosomal study by the floral biology. It is also one branch. It is the scope. Then ecologists are there. Opportunity in pollution indicators. Then decomposers resistance. Right. So role of bacteria already we are knowing. So what is the role is there? Decomposition is the main. But how it should be good in one. So ecology, the scientists from the ecology, they can do the work under this taxonomy. But they should know which plant is there, how it is conserved, how it is used. Then nextly, nowadays in horticulture, the plant breeding technique to develop the new hybrid varieties by on the field. Suppose how the crossing should be done. So just you remember all these 7 to 8 points. Then according to John Keith in 1978, they were the director of this Royal Botanic Garden, Kew, England, and therefore they referred as the taxonomy has the universal importance, which is most useful science for the conservation of biodiversity. So firstly, who is the this personality, John Keith? So I think, and second point, the what is the Royal Botanic Garden? So this garden is located in the London, England, and near to the London, Kew, one city is there, and where the more than 500 hectare area is under the garden, and all plants from the world, जगातल्या सगळ्या प्लॅन्ट या गार्डनमध्ये कल्टिवेट केलेले आहेत त्या क्लायमेटला. सपोज दे हॅव डन द ग्रीन हाऊस, दे हॅव डन द पॉली हाऊस, देन ग्लास हाऊसेस आर देअर, ड्राय क्लायमेट इज डेव्हलप, आणि त्या क्लायमेटला त्या प्लॅन्ट ग्रो केला. सो इन 1978 त्यांनी ओपिनियन दिलं की व्हॉट इज टॅक्सॉनॉमी. सो इट हॅज युनिव्हर्सल इम्पॉर्टन्स विच इज मोस्ट युजफुल सायन्स फॉर द कॉन्झर्वेशन ऑफ biodiversity. Therefore, the plant taxonomy it is even as assessment and the utilization. So just we have to consider all these points for the scope and the importance of the taxonomy. Second, one by one we will see some points are there. Here you are observing the identification, classification and nomenclature. So what is it? So discovery of plant every day on the planet Earth, and therefore the millions of plants are on the earth, and how should the plant should be named? So this is the one question in front of us. So therefore a plant can be given different names from the different regions of the world in different languages. So all over the world we are knowing German peoples are there, French peoples are there, American English is different, or British English is the different, Russians are there, Chinese are there, Japanese are there. So therefore the identification nomenclature is very important to the plants, and moreover these names are very interesting. Already now you are going to listen, or already you have listened some names of plant. So here it is very interesting, pleasing to hear but confusing for the scientific study, even if merely refer to it. म्हणजे ते ऐकायला आपल्याला चांगली वाटतं, पण ते त्या ठिकाणी कन्फ्युजिंग सायंटिफिक स्टडी करताना अडचण येते. अँड देअरफॉर टू अवॉइड ऑल दीज कन्फ्युजन्स फॉर द सेक ऑफ युनिफॉर्मिटी अँड कन्सिस्टन्सी, द सायंटिफिक मेथड ऑफ नेमिंग ऑफ प्लॅन्ट इज इव्हॉल्व्ड. म्हणजे हाऊ इट्स process is started. So it is very important, and therefore our old scientists they have done this work. Then in the concept of nomenclature, just we have to see this point. So it is the naming of plants, the names given in Latin means the Greek, it is derived from the Greek or derived from the Greek. Sanskrit language is also there. I think you are knowing आपल्याकडे ग्रीक संस्कृती ग्रेट होती जगामध्ये, पण ती नंतर लोप पावली. बट दॅट टाईम द सायंटिस्ट डन द वर्क, अँड नाऊ डेज ऑल्सो वी आर फॉलोइंग द लॅटिन. ती त्याची लँग्वेज होती, राईट. नेम्स आर इन द रोमन वर्ड्स. सो लॅटिन लँग्वेज, and therefore the Greeks are there. So all rules, regulation, codes of nomenclature state only one correct and individual plant. And secondly, therefore thus it is necessary to give the scientific name to the plant, and speak language can understand, not accepted. So English generally was not that time, but it is understand but not accepted for this one. And one or more unrelated plants may be known by the same name. Therefore nomenclature has the importance. The names not according to any rule, so not consistent. Names may apply to any taxon that is not specific to family, genus or the species. Now what is genus you are knowing? Name of the main first name is there. It is the genus name. Then species name, and all these genera they are grouped under one family. So therefore family. Then it may be botanically incorrect. For example, Jerusalem atrochoke. So it is not found, not from the both regions are there. So we have to consider. Then some examples are there. The name may be dangerous for social use in the world. Common name suppose star anise. In Chinese, it is Illicum vernum, which is edible. But in Japanese, Illicum anisatum, it is a poisonous. So same common name, social name, botanically, it is the different. The use is also the different. So in the next lecture, we will see about the binomial nomenclature. Okay. So thanks to all. See you in the next lecture.